Okay, so this is week 2, day 2's assignment. So this is from Tuesday. Which sequence of transformations maps triangle ABC onto triangle ABC prime? So you see ABC is the original right here. And they're asking what would you have done, what transformation would you have done to make it land over here in the way that it's landed. So was it a translation or a reflection? Okay, so this was definitely reflection, and the line of reflection is here. And what axis is that? Okay, so this is a reflection, and it's over the y-axis. So that's answer choice B. For number 2, Deanna draws a trapezoid on the coordinate plane. She then reflects the trapezoid across the y-axis. So she's going over this line. That means it's going to go from here to over here. If you wanted to quickly graph it, you could just mimic. So this is 2 away. So put this one 2 away. This is on the axis. This one is 5 away. So you would go 5 away. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. And so it would land over here. It says, what will be the new locations of the vertices of Deanna's trapezoid? This would be the long way to do it, graphing it and then looking at your ordered pairs. If you could just look at your ordered pairs that are on the original. This first ordered pair we'll call A is at 2, -2. B is at, what, 5, -2. And then C is at 7, -5. And D is at 0, -5. If you're going over the y-axis, that means that the y values stay the same. And that means that you're going to change all of the x values. So now it should be -2, -2, -5, -2, -7, -5. And 0, -5. So which list has those ordered pairs in it? Yeah, so answer choice B. So make sure you choose the right one. All right, question 3. Margaret drew a triangle on the coordinate grid. There's a triangle. If she reflects across the triangle across the y-axis, what are the coordinates of the vertices of the image? So if we're going across the y-axis, we can just write the points down, or at least one of the points, and keep the y the same and change the x. So this first one is 1, -1. In 1, -1, we keep the y the same and change the x. So it becomes -1, -1. And so which one of these answer choices has that correct point?
A.
A has it, B doesn't, C doesn't, but D also has it. So we have to continue on, right? So then the next ordered pair is 5, -1. Okay, so we change the x and keep the y. So now it's -5, -1. Which one has that?
A.
So A is the correct answer because this one is actually positive. For number 4, if CJKM is reflected over the x-axis, that means x stays the same. What will be the coordinates of K prime? Okay, so here's K. And that is ordered pair 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, -4. If we're going across the x-axis, the x stays the same, and the y changes, so now +4. And so that's going to be answer choice A. Question 5. 2 of the 3 vertices of triangle ABC are these 2 points. The triangle is reflected across the y-axis, so y stays the same. The vertices of the reflected triangle are -2, -1, -4, +1, and C prime is 1, 4. What was the original ordered pair of C? Well, what did they change?
The y-axis.
The y stayed the same, so
The x.
the x changed. So what was this before?
Positive.
It is positive. So now what was it before?
Negative.
It was negative. So this was the original C. Okay, number 6. In a coordinate grid, triangle ABC is reflected across the y-axis. If it goes across the y-axis, y stays the same. Which statement is true about the coordinates ABC prime with respect to the original coordinates ABC? Okay. The x-coordinates of the image are opposite of the x-coordinates of the pre-image. Did the x change?
Yes.
It says y stays the same, so that means we're changing the x values, right?
Yes.
So it has to be this one. The difference between that one and the second one is it says that they stay the same, and that's not true. And then this one, it says that you're changing the y coordinates is what you're looking at. Number 7. Okay, we have 2 figures on our graph. Which statement best supports the conclusion that figure M is congruent to figure M prime? So this was the original, and this is the new. What does it look like happened? Does it look like a reflection?
No.
Then what do we think happened possibly? A translation. So how far, so this is the new one, this is the original, and this is the new. So how far over did they have to go?
3.
They went over 2, and how far down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they went over 2 and down 8. So which one states that?
C.
Yeah, answer choice C. All right, number 8. Okay, so it says the point 0, -6, which is here, is translated 2 to the right. What are the coordinates of the resulting point? So we moved it 2 to the right. That just means we added 2 to the 0, right?
Yes.
So it's just 2, -6. Answer choice B. Ooh, for number 9, this was a really bad copy. All right. Let's see. The point -3, which is right here, is translated 4 to the right. So we just move 4 to the right. Or we just add 4 to that -3, which would give you 1. And number 10, figure Q, -1, -5, that's right here, is translated 1 unit up. Now if we're going up, that means that we're adding to the y value. So it's -1, and what's -5 plus 1?
-4.
-4. So that's going to be B.